Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim Special Edition. Well, a quick little divergence before we finish our quest for reuniting the dog with his master, the Daedric Lord. I was overburdened on gear and I decided to stop off in Whiterun to do a bit of enchanting, sell some excess gear, and I've now enchanted that Nordic armor that I made from y'all. Her armor now increases her stamina by 17%. Since she can't die, there really wasn't any point in giving her a health boost. Her boots increase her one-handed attacks by 11. Her gauntlets and shield increase her blocking ability by 22% altogether. And her gold necklace now lets her do 11% more damage doing archery. And I also gave her the Tavern Wench outfit, because even though I'm not going to have her running around the fur bikini, unless there is great demand for it, or I change my mind and decide to be amusing later, say running around the frozen wastes of around Winterhold.
Such a shame. I thought we were getting along so well.
We were.
I'll head back to Riften if you should have second thoughts. It's good to see you again, dear.
Is the store made money?
We've made a bit of gold. Here, love, this is your share. I'm right behind you.
Yeah, one of the more annoying things is that
I'm itching for a fight.
I need to trade with you is right next to the
No
time for
problem.
us to part
I can
ways.
carry a good bit of gear.
So yeah, she now has a moderately more sensible outfit for casual wear and for fighting. And yeah, I'm saving the helmet until I can find or make a matching Nordic piece.
Let's go.
Make a matching shield too, because that dwarven stuff is awesome, but it does tend to clash with your standard steel. And I am still running around in the assassin's garb. Actually, let's do a quick check. Let's see now. Shrouded gloves, backstab does extra damage. Bows do 20% more damage. We'll keep that. My gloves make lockpicking easier. Keep those. Shrouded boots move silently. Thieves Guild's boot pickpocketing is better. Shroud armor increases poison resistance. Thieves armor need the carrying capacity. So let's see. Totally silent. Bows do more damage. Carrying capacity increased. Lockpicking easier. Of course, I'm now wearing a weird clash of black and brown armor, but you know what? As long as it works. Oh, and you'll note I have hit level 30 thanks to all of my previous skills. I put my extra point into advanced armor so I can get to glass-smithing, and eventually we can get to dragon bone smithing. Alright. So, our goal... I don't know if we're actually going to get to the cave in time with this, because we've got quite a few missions en route. Because, yeah, Rimrock Burrow is where we need to get to up on the northern coast. And we've actually got 3 other places that we need to go to that are also right along the coast. So I think we may take this video to explore the northern shore and see if we can get all those places highlighted so we can fast travel to them later. And actually, yeah, the keep that we have to rescue the one Stormcloak from is also on the way to Rimrock Burrow. It's actually right underneath it, as I recall. So we're going to go ahead, travel right to Dragon's Bridge, because there's a path that should be leading right up into that region. And we will do some exploring. Right after we kill this dragon. What? It's a Dragon's Bridge. I'm supposed to use it. I noticed that the Legionnaires aren't coming out to fight this thing. Actually, since it's distracted... just as I was about to move in.
Just stop.
Oh, I also did get a few soul gems to charge that up.
God damn you!
Die, dragon! I'm going to put you down. Yeah.
And hey, my archery went up. And how badass is my wife? She's standing there in the middle of the fire and just being a badass. Woof indeed. And he is blinking
My father
again.
wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him.
Oh, we haven't seen these guys in a while.
At last, a worthy opponent!
My dog is a worthy opponent to you. I haven't even read the book, and I've already completed the objective of investigating their cult. See, I thought that was one of the... I honestly thought that was one of the other cults that I've annoyed recently. Okay, let's go ahead and read this and honestly investigate. Let's see. Buffus is proving. The following account is true. May it serve as warning to those of ears and hearts to know. On a certain day, a certain time, the faithful gathered to perform certain rituals, hoping to gain a glimpse of their master. The day was correct, the summoning true. Slashing a smoking terror through the veil, she, her very self, appeared before them, terrible and resplendent. She came arrayed in ebony, darker than a moonless night, wielding a blade burning hotter than the surface of the sun. And though she wore the guise of a doomed warrior queen, she towered above them like a statue carved from the Red Mountain itself. Why have you disturbed me? Surprised, the first among them said, O Bethiah, Prince of Plots, Deceiver of Nations, Queen of Shadows, Goddess of Destruction, we come to worship thee. She looked down upon the followers, gathered to hear bear witness. Frowning, she asked the first, Tell me, who profess to know me, how shall I know you? Ephriti exclaimed, Each night I pray to thee, each night I call out to thy wondrous name. Surely thou must recognize the sound of my voice, thou must know it a believer. She frowned, let out a long sigh, and then of a suddenness she was gone, the air from her lungs dispersing him. Turning to the second, she asked, And you, how shall I measure the worth of your existence? Stunned by the power of her voice, he bowed before her, darkening visage. She clapped her hands, and he too was gone. And the third, And you, tell me, how shall I know you, apart from such as were they, of whom there is no trace? Shaken and speechless from nullifications of his brethren, he whispered, Have mercy upon us! She blinked twice. Once he was in agony, twice he was destroyed. She cast a withering glance across the remaining and said, I do not grant mercy. And so it was with the other. She put them to proof, them offering none. Finally she came to me, eyes aglow with anger, tongue wet with hate, and said, Of all my believers but two remain. Tell me, second to last, with what shall you preserve your existence? Without hesitation I drew forth my blade, and buried it in the chest of the other who stood beside me, and without fear replied, Ask him whose blood now sprouts from my blade, if I exist. She smiled, and the gates of oblivion opened between her teeth. She said, Tell me now, last of my followers, wherefore do you remain where the others do not? I retrieved my blade and offered up, saying, I am alive because that one is dead. I exist because I have the will to do so, and I shall remain so long as there are signs of my handiwork, such as the blood dripping from this blade. Accept my gift, she nodded and said, Indeed. If in the reading your blood boils in your veins and your mind blazes with fire, then Boeth calls you. If it would be then most wise to heed her call, find her upon the mount, which overlooks Windhelm, meet us there and be tested. Yeah, I got enough stuff to do for the Demon Lords right now, thank you. Speaking of which, this is the pathway up to one of their temples.
Look at my temple lying in ruins. So much for the constancy of mortals, their crafts and their hearts. If they love me not, how can my love reach them?
Good question. We shall come back and explore that later. There's actually two locations just up the hill from here that are going to become very important to the main story of the game. And the Wolf Queen lair. Gonna switch back to Zephyr because I think it's just gonna be skeletons out here. Yeah. Good boy. You earned yourself some bones. And yes, there's a very well-kept pathway here with
My mother was a strong woman.
stone
She's
gates.
the one who instructed me on my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
Well, that's because of what's up this way. Well, that was not what I actually came here to investigate. Because somewhere around here is the Thalmor Embassy, which we will need to go to at some point. And yeah, we actually do need to keep heading westward a bit. Oh, ice troll. Frost troll. Okay, that shadow passed over us and I thought it was a dragon for a moment. Alright, well here's the rocky mountains overlooking the rocky coast of Skyrim. don't think this cave is one we were looking for, but... Steeplefall Burrow. Yes, this is a totally different cave than the one we're looking for. Lower Steeplefall Burrow. And down here, our first encounter with some Hortners, the walrus-like beasts that typically do not attack you unless you cause trouble, and we have no reason, so we're not going to. Although the skeevers are less intelligent than them. Well, this is why I carry cure disease potions in bulk. You know what? Let's go ahead and raid the Thalmor base.
We're getting Thorald back. No matter. We kill every Thalmor between us and Thorald, and we bring him out alive. Let's go.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Never should have come here.
It's nothing.
'Tis but a scratch.
That's all you've got. I'll get you.
Enough.
I'm gonna crush you like a bug.
I love the bullfight.
Come on. I'll see you burn.
Yeah, give me a target to aim at.
You're good as dead.
Oh, what the heck. It's been a while since I've done some melee combat. Okay, it seems that they've got this under control. Now I can go deal with the snipers. I'm going to go deal with them a bit more directly. Isn't that just like a high elf bringing a dagger to a sword fight?
Give up on see you burn.
Whoop.
Enough! Must have scared him off.
Understatement of the year. Orcish bow. They dare to use orcish bows? What kind of elves are they? Well, now they're the dead kind.
You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless and took too many risks. But that's
Unfortunately, I think we lost some of our own men going through there, but yeah, lost, what's his name? And glass mace, man, these guys were loaded for bear. But we won't loot them just yet, because we'll have plenty of opportunity to do that later. Woof indeed, woof. Alright, well, let's go ahead, grab...
Nothing here after. Never should have come here. Good as to scared him off.
Actually, I'll take those. Might want to get my own heavy armor set someday. Gentleman's Guide to Whiterun by Mikhail the Bard. Oh, that should be good reading for later. Yeah, clearly the dungeons are going to be downward.
Is someone there?
The guy sneaking with me is asking if people are there.
What was that? I'm gonna crush you like a bug.
You can't win this!
I'll rip you in half.
More! I yield! I yield!
End draws near.
Nothing!
You're good as dead.
Not like this! Ah!
I'll tear you to pieces.
Hey, nobody sets my dog on fire but me. And maybe my wife.
I'll paint the snow with your
Must
blood.
have scared him off. Did you hear something? Is some
Wow.
Your kind of no
must be my imagination.
Oh heck, one of them summoned a storm demon.
That's the best you can do. I'll get you. I'll end your miserable life.
You'll try.
Good enough.
Ugh, he was eating raw beef?
People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
Well, it's dangerous but beautiful. Much like me all. Dogs are not good for stealth missions.
Is someone there?
Aha!
I cannot best you.
Oh, what the heck. Let's go wail on him.
Good enough. For all. Oh,
Brother, is that you?
I'm here. I knew I'd
You there?
find you.
What the? I never thought. We need to get. What in the world?
There's no time. We gotta get you out of here. Come on, let's go.
Alright, well thankfully I think I just got the key to let's fast travel out of here. Actually, let's see if I can snipe that guy first. Not that I need to, but... Oh no, critical strike on my wifey! No!
Mercy!
Yeah, we're gonna free all the rest of the prisoners too. Boy, this dramatic music really fits the lockpicking, doesn't it?
Someone there?
Oh, and this one's smart enough to use cover.
See you burn!
I'm staying out. I'll tear you to pieces.
I'm going to put you down!
Aha! Must have scared him off.
Okay, and nice thing about elven armor... You can pick up a lot of it without getting overburdened. Unfortunately, I am now overburdened, but thankfully...
I'm itching for a fight. We've made a bit of gold. Here, love. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Of course, she has no money left upon her, so I can't sell anything.
No problem. I can carry a good bit of gear. All set. Let's go.
And yes, I am committed to freeing every single prisoner in here, because if I'm going to do a jailbreak, I'm going to do it right. Plus, you know, improving the lockpicking skill. Always a good idea. Oh, so close.
Leave me alone.
I'm trying to get you to freedom!
When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting.
Watch what you're doing.
Tomorrow.
Oh, so close on the second try. Good thing I've been stockpiling lockpicks.
Racers made for excellent.
Tricky thing worth noting is that if you start on a lock and then move away, it resets it so that whatever might have worked before, it won't work that time. So now we've got to find the sweet spot again.
Sport.
Okay, heck, I'm going to break enough of these so I can level up without it and then hope the success gives me another one. Of course, they're saying, yeah, that made me... Yeah, it did. Oh, well. Straight up, and yes.
I've got to get out of here.
Well, come forth. Barbus, get out of the way so he can be free.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
An incredibly annoying dog. Now I'm going to see why Clavius Vile got rid of him. Well, hey, mission accomplished.
I cannot thank you enough for rescuing me from this place. I suspect I'd never again see the light of day otherwise. But why would you risk your life for me, a stranger?
Your family was concerned for you. Your brother talked me into it. Yeah, family.
Of course. I should have known. Avelstein was behind this, wasn't he?
He's standing right there, dude.
I cannot stay. Not here. Not in Whiterun. It likely won't be safe for Avelstein either. Our best hope now is to fall in with the ranks of the Stormcloaks. But would you do me a favor? Tell my mother to suffer the winter's cold wind, for it bears aloft next summer's seeds. She'll know what it means. I thank you again, friend. You've given me my life back.
Alright, so we'll need to head to Whiterun to turn in the rest of that quest, but, you know, mission accomplished. So, next time, we will try and make our way to the cave here that we need to come to help Barbas. And we will do that next time. See you then.